touch bottom. He'll stay asleep, I promise.
I can sleep anywhere. I mean,
I love
anywhere.
the cameraman saying he'll stay asleep, I promise. Like,
I would say from this perspective, he looks pretty comfy.
he does.
Do you know some people that just don't get FOMO?
Yeah, secure people.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't think it's about security as much as it is they just do everything. You know what I'm saying? Because every time there's an opportunity, they do everything.
I think I'm kind of that person.
I don't get FOMO, but I'm not
like,
that person.
I don't get FOMO because it's like I know I'm gonna get invited to another poppin' party next week.
That's why you never get it. You know what I mean? Now, the problem with people like you is then you end up overcommitting to stuff because you just like doing it, and then you get there and you fall asleep. You know what I mean? Has this ever happened? Have you ever been like, this is gonna be lit, and you just fell asleep right at the party?
No, you don't do that.
No, not like walking in like falling asleep like right away. But I think I've told you guys I've fallen asleep sitting upright in the club.
Yeah, and
On a night I was dragged to go out, and it was a night where I should have just chilled and not have FOMO.
That's it. And you suffered something that happens to a lot of people out there, and this category proves it. FOMO fatigue. Take a look. Oh man, I locked up. Like, how do you? Look, man,
A bag of charcoal?
Man, he got hit with a bag of charcoal. Didn't drop his drink that he was dreaming about
it's a
drinking.
barbecue.
Man, wow. Hey, ho, oh.
He did his haircut. He just got a new part. He got
He did.
gone. He's like,
He did.
hey. He's in the barbershop. Don't cut me up like that. That man's a table? That man's a table. A complete table.
Oh, wow. Wine, wings, dip.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He's dead. If he can keep all this balanced and not his breathing doesn't knock it over, he's not breathing.
No, he's definitely dead. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, boy.
I'm still here, still partying,
He's just taking a
mid-dance
break.
move.
He gonna bounce back for sure.
Yeah, it's like a dance floor power nap. Okay, I'm not somebody that's gonna get up in the middle of the night and still be asleep and meander.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Me. I used to sleepwalk and pee in the house in corners and when I was a kid. And then the family became a thing, like, yo, you're not supposed to wake him up, but like if you see him about to pee, we might have to stop him.
But what, they were given strict instructions to not wake you if you're
Well,
sleepwalking?
if you're sleepwalking, you're not supposed to like touch the person, but to help them back to bed, but not like wake them up.
What?
Yeah, because it can be like startling. You might get your ass whooped.
What?
Yeah.
I see a child of mine sleepwalking. It's like, hey, what the are you doing? Get back in bed. Oh, sorry. What's up, Chanel? I know you've been sleepwalking since '86.
I was born in '88. So that's not possible.
Okay.
But
man.
no, I eat in my sleep a lot, and it's like I'm
What the
I'm half awake.
What do you mean you eat in your
I'm
sleep?
half awake, half asleep. I literally, like last night I did it. Wake up, middle of the night, where's those Girl Scout cookies? Go straight to the cupboard.
But you're not asleep if you remember it.
Hey.
No, but like,
Hey.
but like
Wide
when I
awake
go to
eating
do
cookies.
it, it's like it's so hard to explain. It's like I am kind of half asleep.
What time in the morning was it?
Like 3.
You trying to tell me that you got up at 3?
They're those really good. What? Not the mint ones. They're those.
Man,
they're
those
so
sugar
good.
cookie
I
ones?
ate a
The
half
sugar
a pack.
cookie ones?
I ate half
Man,
a pack.
why'd you even buy them? Why don't you just say, hey, Girl Scouts, I can't do it. I'm gonna sleepwalk at 3 in the morning and stuff my face. Can't do it.
My mom literally shows up with every flavor, like 4 boxes. I'm like, why are you doing this to me? You know I'm gonna eat every box in the middle of the night.
Well, look, this category is filled with people that are sleepwalking everywhere. Take a look at snooze cruisers. I'm up and out of here. I'm up and out of here. Oh! Where are you going, Mark?
I went to sleep fully dressed.
But they just
He's got cargos on to go to sleep.
Yeah, man. Maybe the problem is, Mark, you're sleeping in your f***ing clothes and your body thinks it's time to go to work.
Yeah, for sure.
There he is. Oh, he's sleep eating and sleep drinking.
Oh, he was fake drinking. Oh, he's fake
I'm
eating
so
and drinking.
full.
Late.
Damn.
That's why you don't wake him up.
That's it.
That's why right there.
This is it.
A fork just came at you like he was Aquaman, didn't it?
Man, he literally woke up. Why are you in my bedroom? Why is my bedroom a kitchen? Lucy falls asleep. All she can dream
Her
about
whole
is...
album was recorded in sleep.
Oh, man. Here it comes.
Oh, it sounds like it's gonna be beautiful. She only creates lullabies.
Oh, I'm running. Oh, that's a really, really tired cat who just went on a fast run. We'll be right back with more Ridiculousness. Man, I don't know what it is, right? I'm taking a long trip, I'm driving home. You know, I gotta roll down the window, I gotta shake my face, I gotta shake it off, because I'm gonna fall asleep, but I'm gonna shake it off, turn the music up, turn the music down, turn the window up, turn it down, turn the AC on,
Okay.
Try to stay awake, and then when I get home, I'm fine.
Wide awake, right?
I don't even wanna go to sleep. Like, why?
Why do you have to as soon as you get by the door?
Because my butt smells the toilet. You know, feels
Your
comfort.
butt smells.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then it's just like, hey, you're free. Okay, well, look, this isn't a category about taking a dump and total comfort. It's about people that are falling asleep everywhere. Take a look at the Nod Squad.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna finish painting as soon as I
He started this fence 4 years ago.
Man, it looks pristine. I don't know
I
what.
got him on TaskRabbit. This is what he does.
He paints one section for 4 hours at a time.
He's charging me a lot.
I could just keep on making this
Oh, man.
$5.
That's enough salt and pepper. That's enough salt and pepper.
I guess that's it for me.
Oh, I want a discount.
Oh, man.
I want a discount now.
I mean, like,
Okay.
man, you gotta be really tired if you're gonna, like,
That might
fall
be your
asleep.
fourth job for sure.
Man.
What the hell?
Uh-oh. Wake up, you goof.
No way.
Yeah, you can't get arrested in Russia, it's a fact. We'll be right back with more Ridiculousness. Are either of you familiar with melatonin?
Melatonin,
I'm not.
it makes you like go to sleep, right?
That's right, have you ever taken it?
No.
No, I have. I have, a couple times. And every time I did, I literally went on a journey that took a small piece of my life, okay? Specifically one time, like I was running through like these buildings in the middle of Europe while these guys on 10 speeds were like throwing sharp metal objects at me. And it turns out, when I take melatonin, I have crazy dreams. Everybody in this next category are dosed to the max on melatonin. We call it melatonic. Take a look. Too much kibble.
No!
Oh. Oh, I'm good. Oh.
You see where he walked past? Like he didn't want to touch it?
Just everybody with open toes everywhere you look.
Everywhere.
It's like Sandal City.
Sandal City out here, man.
Everyone.
Man, no wonder he can't take it anymore. I can't look at another set of toes. All right, who needs my help? I'm a police officer. Well, I stopped all the crime. I might as well take a nap.
Oh. But he got the hard hat on though, so he good.
I might look asleep,
Uh-oh.
but I'm not. I'm waiting for my takeaway. Nummy.
Oh, that's creepy.
Takeaway is gonna be great. I cannot wait. Nom 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 nom. That kebab is going down.
Oh, man. We'll be right back with more Ridiculousness. How annoying is it to be woken up by something random? I'm talking helicopters, I'm talking...
Cops at your door every other week. Yeah, it's really
What?
annoying. They show up every time knowing we're gonna be like, everything's fine, 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
So how often does this happen?
It's happening so much. It's out of hand.
Man,
yeah.
you know what time it is.
I gotta move.
It's time to move, okay? Well, look, there's nothing worse than getting woken up by a false alarm. Take a look. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Why would you do that? I never get like when people are like, this is my friend, and you're like, well, why do this?
This is my friend. Let's try to give him a heart attack. Oh, man, I love the smell of motorcycle in my living room.
Okay, so it's like the middle of the night, and my roommate's asleep, but I kind of want to scream the Gettysburg Address right now.
What?
7 years ago, our founding fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated a proposition that all men are created equal.
Wow.
She giving her finals?
What a roommate, man. A+. Are you feeling expressive?
Expressive, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Does the inside of you feel as good as the outside looks?
I don't know. I look pretty good on the outside.
Okay.
But, no, I feel great inside.
Okay,
me
good
too.
to know, good to know. I'm just trying to start the show with some energy.
All right.
You know
Good
what I mean?
energy, man.
I felt like I was like, we were about to do some sort of tandem inspirational speech, but it's kind of flatlined into now I got to talk about whatever category we're getting into. Okay, and this category is dedicated to sleep, all right? You know, because when I hear an alarm, bam, I'm fully awake.
You're right
I
up?
jump back. I could like.
You don't like bullshit? You don't like lay back down for like 2 seconds?
Nothing.
Or you
Nothing.
right up?
Nothing. Can you hit the snooze button and blow right through it?
Yeah, I have a lot of snooze buttons. It's weird. When I have to be up early, I can't get up. But when I don't have to be, I'm like wide awake, ready to go.
Well, look, this first category is dedicated to people that will absolutely sleep through every snooze button, so they've got to be woken up super aggressively. We call it snooze proof. Take a look. How about one to the nuts, Greg? Got him. Oh!
Bro, you nailed it!
Bro, you throw phones so good.
That is a pretty good throw.
I mean, it is, and like, I don't want to get technical on the way a man's junk lays.
you watch his junk jump when it hits it. Look, he pop up. His junk just was like, what's up, man? The junk won't go first.
You know what I mean? That's borderline science right there.
Get your ass up. Ain't no sleeping on the zone.
Oh.
Ain't no sleeping on the zone. Ain't no.
I wasn't sleeping, man. I was just sitting there with my eyes closed, thinking. There you have it for snooze proof. On the song Skywalker with Travis Scott, you know, you kind of saying, you gotta stay awake, right? Because that's like, what's the purpose of that inside the hook?
If you leave it to anyone else and you just kind of go on autopilot, your energy might be affected. So just like be aware, stay up on your own energy, and like you're in control of the whole vibe.
Okay.
You didn't even know you're gonna laugh and be motivated.
Look, and damn it, if this ain't gonna be an inspirational episode,
There we
right?
go.
Like you get us all fired up, and then we gotta turn it into something like, completely over the top, because this category is dedicated to when you fall asleep and people with you. You gotta stay up. Take a look. Are you alive?
Okay.
Oh
no!
Don't drown him. Oh, yes.
He thought he was drowning.
Man, legitimately felt like he was having dreams underwater right
He really
there.
was.
You saw the light when he woke up. Look.
Is that you, Lord?
Here we go. Got my jade. Hey,
Bruh. I love black people though, man. Even in your sleep, you on beat. He woke up dancing.
No.
I didn't know what was going on.
Wakey, wakey! Wakey, wakey!
man, that looks so tasty.
Oh, the soy all in the eyes. So bad. No way in hell.
Okay.
It's over.
I mean, we got one full tray, the second full tray, total shock and awe, every camera phone available. You can't do it, Joe. Man, you are a true celebration. We'll be right back with more Ridiculousness. Talk about a passion that we all have, sleep.
Yes, yes.
When you're sleeping, are you easily woke, or could you literally sleep through like a train wreck?
Sometimes I'm like in such a deep sleep, you cannot wake me up for anything. Like you could roll me off the bed and I'll just be like, oh, still.
Okay.
For me, it's just like as much light is in the room. Depends on how hard I was drinking the night before. Like I feel like if I heard like a burglar or anything, I'd be up in 2 seconds. But like if my girl was just shaking me, I'd be like, stop that.
Well, look, this first category is people, I don't care what happens, they are not going to get up. Take a look at can't wake, won't wake.
Watch. You'll stay asleep, I promise.
I can sleep anywhere. I mean,
I love
anywhere.
the cameraman said he'll stay asleep, I promise. Like,
I would say from this perspective, he looks pretty comfy.
he does.
Oh! Oh, man, America!
He is so drunk.
Man, I just love
They
it.
had to put a helmet on him.
All of his friends knew before he started drinking, get the helmet on him. You know he's dropping. Oh, boy. Oh! Wait a minute here. Wake up, Snake! Excuse me, get... Nobody's allowed to sleep here. Don't you sleep here.
If he was real, he'd be stumping his ass out right now.
Somehow, like, I'm judging, like, the personality of this bird based off of its, like, looks kind of like a bitchy little assholey bird. You dummy. Stupid. So stupid. You're stupid. Stupid. Should we get him up? No. Okay, he's fine. He's fine. Man, what are you debating?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Is he wearing a sleeping mask?
I believe that's a party scully.
A party scully.
There you have it for Can't Wake, Won't Wake. You are a hard-working man. Do you prefer to get a good night's sleep or take naps throughout the day?
Depends on how long I go.
Okay.
So if I go, if I go 48 hours without sleep,
Man.
then the next day I need a good night's sleep. But, if I go 24 hours without sleep, then I prefer a nap.
Okay, all right. Well, look, I feel like naps are hard to take, especially during a chaotic day. But everybody in this next category, they could literally nap anywhere. We call it sleep ninjas. Take a look. Oh, boy.
Bruh.
It don't matter where I'm at, I'm asleep.
Bruh.
Hello?
Close your mouth, though.
Man, you can't. But he's like,
Walked up on my man.
man, what a gift if you can stand nap. I can sleep anywhere, but I love,
Bruh.
man, he's like legitimately jammed in there.
He really on the show. He came prepared with a coat on, next to the goddamn lean pocket.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay, I made it all the way up on top of the cat's toy.
Oh, the cat challenged him.
Man, like, there's such thing as a cat challenge.
No.
Oh, look, in my mind, I thought you said, hey, it's the cat challenge. Like, this is like a thing on the internet, and you just climb on cat toys and act like a cat. That's what I thought we were at. And I'm like, damn, I ain't never heard of the cat challenge.
The cat challenge.
People have the ability to sleep and eat.
Oh, sleep and eat. Okay.
Yeah. Have you ever woke up in the middle of, like, chewing on a hot dog?
No.
No, but I have like kind of sleepwalk 8.
I chew gum all the time while I'm sleeping. Like, I'll just leave gum in my mouth, chew it the whole night, wake up and like, oh, still here. That's crazy.
That's how people die.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Yeah.
But I've been doing this for like 32 years now, so I'm
Yeah,
fine with
well,
it.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna knock on something over here, man.
It's wood over here, I got it.
Yeah, right? You know what I mean? Last
little
thing I
desk.
need to go is from this episode to you ain't gonna believe this. This man choked on gum. We could have stopped it. Okay, look, these people have a complete and total ability to eat while they sleep. Take a look at sleep snacking. What's happening in here? What's happening? What's up, Tony? Trying to get some brekkie?
Oh, man.
Oh,
Two of them? The one didn't wake him, though.
Yeah, bad dream. Nightmare. Second one got him. Sure. God, that salami does not look good, man.
It's a Lunchable.
It literally came out of Lunchable.
It's a Lunchable for
Like
sure.
a Lunchable from like '94.
I got you, bro.
Oh no.
Oh, no! Don't put your...
Man,
Why
look
would
like,
you put your full
Man.
finger in that man's mouth like that?
like sex doll?
He legit. It's like, yeah, take that.
Oh.
He is eating that.
There you have it for sleep snacking.